that's the man right there. Yeah, my name's Suave Gonzalez. I spent 31 and a half years and 85 days in prison. 7 of them in solitary confinement. And I remember Penny, Pastor Dave, Ron Waters. I mean, it's a whole line of people. They used to come up to the prison. And I used to tell Penny, one day I'm gonna be walking around with y'all. Penny, you know, always praying. I'm like, yeah, one day I'm gonna be walking around with y'all. And but for the meantime, I need you to go out to Bethlehem and give out these scholarships. And make sure you get out there 3 o'clock, even though the event was like 6, 7 o'clock, because I knew they were gonna get lost. I knew they was gonna get lost because they did it every year. But every year they went up there and represented us. Yes. And we started the scholarship. It was like 15. First year we raised like $250. 50 of them dollars, I think Alice gave it to us. You know. This is Alice, right? Yeah, he used to always, right? So the next year we kept on, and people kept laughing like, who the heck gonna give you money in prison? I'm like, watch this. So we went the whole jail, 5,000 people. And we was able to raise a few $1,000s. So we went from $250 to $1,500 scholarships to $2,000 scholarships. To this date, the scholarship still exists. They have given out 158 scholarships with no outside support. Everything done inside. That's the way it's set up. It's going on in Phoenix. But we couldn't done this without them. There was our legs. There was like, yo, go work for us. I know sometimes they probably do that we work for them. Ron said that a lot. I don't work for y'all. I said, okay, cool. Today you will, Ron. Today you will. You know, and I appreciate it. I never forgot that. I never forgot that. When I came home, the first person that called me was Penny. What you need, come down. It's always like somewhere far. Come down Southwest Phillies. I'm like, Southwest Philly? Yeah, I'm like, what, Penny? But the one thing I always kept in mind, every time we call her in Gratitude, she came. Every time. There was no excuses, no rain. Every time we called Penny McDonald's, because that was the point person for us. And she went and got a whole bunch of other people to come with her. She never said, I can't, I won't. She was always there. So I do that for her today. Amen. So when she calls me, you know, I'm trying to look for an excuse. Saturday, I don't want to be down there. She called me 2 days ago, are you still coming? Are you all right? Now, Penny, I'm going through something. Let's talk about it. I said, I'll be there. Because she showed up for us, I show up for her. You know, so I came home. My first job was Dr. Reed. He said, what you want to do? I said, I want to do re-entry. He gave me a building, go do it. Down front in Lehigh. Anybody know where front in Lehigh is at? That's like fresh home. Did that. Then I went to work on the police station as a case manager, 25th District. Come home from prison, I'm working in the 25th District as a case manager. I was like, nah, I'm cool. I'm cool. It was a good job. I just wasn't ready for it. Right. Because they wanted me to be in roll call every morning. I'm giving therapy to the cops. And I'm like, this shit is not supposed to be this way. Police sitting in your chair, you gotta talk to them for 8 hours. So I left. Then I started reading up on podcasting. And I got a job at a radio station for free. I told the guy, I just want to work for free. And he was like, sure. But all I wanted to do was learn the system. Learn how that shit worked. In the process, I was doing my thing. I was recording. And people was laughing. People was like, nobody wanted to hear another prison story. I was told that by top knock reporters. And I was like, cool. But you won't be telling my story though. Because I'm gonna tell my own story. I'm gonna control my own narrative. So you know, people laugh. We recorded it. It took about 3 years. And in them 3 years it was hard. because I was out. Then I went back to prison. A year to the day I was home. So I'm gonna talk to y'all about that later on. So I went back to prison, and that was the best thing they ever had, because then the light clicked. I was like, content. When I was recording before, I really didn't have no content but my story. Now I had something to make people say, dang. We started recording. We dropped the podcast. Our first episode, I remember, was like 50 people. And I was like, dang, that's a lot of people. It was like, I said, I don't know 50 people anyway. You know, that was something to me. A week later, we get a phone call from Democracy Now! Talking about how you do it. I'm like, who the heck is this? The second episode got 153 million listeners.
Oh, wow.
And then every week it just kept going up. Now I'm on Democracy Now! MSNBC. Good Morning America. They start calling like, we want you on the show. I'm like, okay, cool. I wasn't even shooting for a Pulitzer. I didn't even know we was being nominated for a Pulitzer Prize. I find out like everybody in the world found out. When I'm at work, phone ringing, congratulations. I'm like, all right, what I do now? I didn't even know what a Pulitzer Prize was. So I had to call my director in school. Yo, what the fuck is a Pulitzer Prize? He was like, you don't know? He came up there, the president of the school. Anytime you see the top doors in the school coming to your office, you're either getting a promotion or you're getting fired. So now my head is spinning. I'm like, shit, they're gonna use my background against me. And I'm like, damn, what the heck? And he was like, congratulations. And so I started making phone calls. I started looking at my phone, like all these phone calls. I was like, damn, I don't even know these people. And I just became aware of what really a Pulitzer Prize is this year. Like the effect it has and what it really means. And what I could do with it. Because when I got it, it was just like, I used to walk around with it in my backpack, right? Or wrong?
Sure did.
I used to walk around with it in my backpack. You want to see my Pulitzer? Most people in my neighborhood was like, what the fuck is that? They didn't even know. Because if you knew, you'd be like, once I found out what it was worth, I said, oh no, I gotta put this away. Security.
Hey.
Right? And what I'm sharing with you is that anything is possible. Anything is possible. They told me you would never get out of jail. They told me you would never learn how to read and write. You got a 56 IQ. And IQs do not vary. So technically, I still have 56 IQ. Either the doctors got it wrong, or I'm a genius. Figure it out. Figure it out. Because IQs don't vary. That's what they told me. Right? So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna prove you wrong. I'm gonna prove everybody wrong. Right? Including the Supreme Court, which is the people that let me out of jail. So, we win the Pulitzer. Now I'm getting invites to places that you can't even imagine. The first place I got an invite was to meet with the governor of California. I got the key to the city. So now I want to test the waters. I asked him, what did this key open? What can I get? What can I get? He said, what did you want? So I told him about a guy that I knew. He used to host a podcast called Ear Hustle. San Quentin prison. He's from New York. So I'm like, this guy don't belong in jail. You know where New York is at now? Home.
Amen.
He be in the city December 13th at the World Cafe doing this podcast. That's the power of a Pulitzer Prize. That's what that does. It's not all the time. It's not about money. Money will come. It's not about money. I interviews lawyers, district attorneys, senators, governors. I'm tired of that shit now. Excuse my language. At first it was fun.
Right.
Now it's just like, now it's just cool. What I did with my money when I got it, you know, bought me some sneaks. Because I said, I'm gonna get all everything I was denied for 31 years. But then another light came on. If I don't invest money, I can't get no money back. I'm just spending. So I invested in a radio station, an internet radio station, to give my people that's been affected by the system, a platform. Where we create our own show, we can say what we want to say, and can't nobody tell me we're going to cancel you because I own it.
That's right. That's right.
Period. And we got a bunch of shows. And I tell all the hosts, whatever promotion you get, whatever advertisement you get, that's you.
Wow.
That's you. You know why? Because I understand the power of media. I understand that when I was in Gratisville prison, and the DOC came out with a policy, you can't talk to the media, we had no way to combat what somebody said out here about us. No way at all. But to that, I could just put the phone on, call my man Joey, yo, bring the camera, let's go. And we could be on the air in less than 10, 20 minutes, nationwide. We could do that. You know, and I'm not bragging about what I got, but I'm saying to you, Senator Street said, I didn't even know they gave Pulitzers for podcasts. They didn't. I'm the first one. They didn't. I created that category. They didn't. Audio recording and podcasting was created because of the Suave podcast.
That's right.
Yeah, and I'm so arrogant that I named the podcast my name. You know why? Because when you open that book 100 years from now,
102.
page 192, you know what you're going to see there? Suave Gonzalez, Pulitzer Prize winner, formerly incarcerated. The first formerly incarcerated in the United States of America to done that.
That's right.
Amen.
So my question always is, who's next?
That's right.
Who's next? We can't say they're not going to let us in. The door is open. All you need is a phone. You don't need nothing else. All you need is a phone. I mean, you can get fancy with equipment, but all you really need is a phone. And the heart to believe that I am better than you. I don't need you, Mr. Reporter, for 30 years to report about me, because I can report on my own. I can tell you my story myself. There are going to be people here that's going to test you. They're going to test you. Like I was telling Penny, somebody stole my car. The person who stole my car worked for a judge. So you testing me now. Now you testing me. You got power, but I got a platform.
Yeah.
I got a platform. See, and I'm such a pain in the ass that I just keep pressing that button to somebody listen. You can't be scared, bro. You can't be scared to come home and say, I'm gonna do this and do it. You don't need me to validate you.
Amen.
At all. I don't need nobody to validate me.
That's right.
At all. I get nothing what you think about me. Don't matter. It's not gonna put no money in my pocket. It's not gonna put no money in my associates' pockets. So it don't matter. You don't insist. You're wasting time. If anything, I would just have my video guy come with the camera. Yo, record that. That's content right there. Because he showed me about content. He's showing me that. So what I'm saying to you is, man, just do it. Just do it. People told me you would never get a job. I spoke at community college because of Penny, right or wrong, the call out from jail. What year was that, 2005?
Don't give me the line.
Man, a lot of years ago.
Yeah.
Martin Luther King died. I ain't even thought about coming home because I had life. I spoke from an auditorium in the prison into community college in the community. And for that 1 week that we did the call out, there was no homicides in the city.
That's right.
Right or wrong?
2 weeks.
2 weeks. 2 weeks. You know where I work at now? Do anybody know where I work at now? Don't answer that. Do anybody know where I work at now? Community college. I've run a reentry program for anybody that come home from prison that want to go to college for free.
There you go.
And the first thing I did when I got the job was tell my people, this is how we're going to do this. You recruited me. I ain't apply for this shit. You want me to work for you. All right, this is how we're going to do this. We're going to create a prison program to give the brothers inside that opportunity so when they come home, they have something to continue. And we did that. So I'm happy that I'm here today because one of the students inside is here. So I'm happy for that. So what I'm telling you is, man, you can do what you want to do. As long as you believe in yourself, everybody else will believe in you. Everybody else. But you got to be straight up. You got to be the dude that people say, I got him because I know he's going to follow through. I tell people, do not waste my time. Don't waste my time. Don't waste my resources. And I'm pretty good at kind of, like, he ain't going to complete. I'm pretty good saying that. Because I've been inside for 31 years. I study people. That's what I did for 31 years. I studied the guards. I knew when they come to work, when they wasn't, what was by, all that. I studied the guards. You have to do that when you're in prison, right? You have to do that out here. Just can't be that I'm going back with my team. You ain't got no team. Who's sending you commissary money? Who's coming to visit you? Who was writing you them JPay letters? Was it the team? No. Exactly. So why you want to come out here and be with the team? You setting yourself up for a case. You setting yourself up for a case. And that's real rap. Now, I'm not telling you what to do or can't do. You do what you want to do. I don't send no prison money. I don't do no commissary money either. At all. But I do for you. I could give you an opportunity to make money, though. I can put you in positions where you can make some money. Because sometimes when you give it, it's not appreciated like that.
There you go. Yeah.
Now, I can say, you want to make some money? Come on. I'm going to put you in a room and let's see how you work. Because if you're in this room and you can't leave with how many resources, Joey?
5 at least.
At least 5, that's on you. Because you got at least 5 people here that can make something happen for you. Period. Period. I'm in my house like, man, I don't really want to go down there today. I did. Saturday, I was invited to a baseball game, but I committed to this. The minute I walked in, my man right here said, yo, I got something for you. I want you and your radio station to come to the military basketball game and host that shit live for us. That's a come up. If anybody know about media covering a military basketball game live on the air, it's a come up. And this is what I mean about leaving with opportunities, being in the right place. And we have to do that. We have to stop with, I just came home, I feel sorry for myself. Bro, I don't want to talk to you. If you're going to bite my ear off, I want you to be like, yo, put me on. I know I could be better than you in your podcast. Because once you say that, I'm going to test you. That's real rap.
Yes.
That's real rap. Nobody owes you nothing in the world. Nothing. What these brothers and sisters do, from the kindness of their heart.
That's right. You're not getting paid.
They do not get paid. I do not charge them $10,000 to go speak. I don't. Somebody else I would. But them, no. They don't get paid. Nobody get paid to do this. They here because they care. And they always bring the right people. Trust me, Penny is not going to bring nobody up here that can't provide resource. First thing she told me, I'm going to drive you to your studio and go get some bags. So I got a bunch of bags. I told her, nah, give me a reason to come back. She said, you don't need a reason. Now you got a reason. You bringing them bags. That's what she do. Y'all need to understand, man, this is the real world. We're not in that bubble in prison no more, where we saw things from one way. It's the real world. Moves fast. So if you're telling me I'll be down to school Monday morning, 9 o'clock, not 9:05, not 9:10. Somebody else might be in your spot. That's just how it goes. That's the reality. Now, if you're telling me I'm down there at 9 o'clock and you there at 8:15, I ain't got no choice. Now I got to give you the whole 45 minutes. I got a brother that came to me yesterday, served 20 years. I didn't even know he was home. He just popped up in the school.
Where and what's the telephone number? Yes. Where and what's the telephone number?
I'm going to give that out.
Okay.
Right? So he came down yesterday, just got out of jail 10 days ago. And I'm like, you got a bachelor's degree, right? He said, yeah. I took him to see my director. My director said, here's the link, apply for the job, I got you.
Wow.
So now, came home, and he's gonna have a $60,000 job with full benefits.
Whoa.
Because he came on his own. No, I didn't even know he was home. Just walked into school and said, I need to see this person here. That's what sometimes you need to do that.
Yeah.
And be sure, like, I'm going down there and I'm coming out with something, you know. Because I can do this. Because a lot of doors will close. A lot of doors are going to close. Simply because where we come from. A lot of people won't tell you no. That means you stop?
No.
No.
Absolutely not.
You don't. I don't even know how to speak right. So I said, I'm going to create my own little podcast because nobody else is going to give me a chance, so I might just do it on my own. Sometimes you got to take that chance. Same way we took that chance when we was in the corners, when we was inside, and they banned the cigarettes, but we still managed to get that smoke. Y'all know how we do this shit? Or when you're in the holes and you fish under the door, you fishing under the door. I'm gonna get that oodles and noodle. I'm gonna get to the other side of the hallway. Sometimes we got to do that out here. Sometimes we got to do that out here. Because when you come home to your family, they love you, they want you home, but after 30 days, bro, you got to go get a job. You eating up the baby cereal. You drinking up the milk. You know how we eat? We eat all day. We eat commissary way. You're not doing that in my house. Well, you know, praise God that you came home. You home now. But now you gotta go get a job. Because you laying on the couch, you watching Netflix. You just got hooked to Facebook. You come home after 30, 40 years. So now, you know, like, and you eat too much. That's the one thing I learned when I came home. People do not eat the way we eat in prison out here. They don't. And I ain't always had food out here. Let me be clear. When the pandemic hit, I had to go buy cases of oodles and noodles and live off of that. Because I lost my job in the pandemic. They be like, position is over, the grant ran out, you gotta go. Wow. Yeah. But you know, we know how to cook how many dishes with oodles and noodles? I tell people, you know how to cook one, you just know how to put water in it. I could cook 30 things with oodles and noodles, pizza, everything. And I used that survival skill when I was in my studio cooking that. I was crazy cheese too. Yeah, I survived like that. You know, I ain't ashamed to say it.
Gotcha.
I ain't ashamed to say, you know, sometimes people look at me and be like, oh man, you're doing good, you're the exception. I'm not the exception, bro. I'm just the one dude that when you tell me no, okay, cool, I'm gonna go try this shit somewhere else. And I'm gonna keep doing it. Cause I've done enough stuff in the streets before I got incarcerated. I've done enough shit in jail to survive. Why can't I survive out here without going back to jail? Simple. Just gotta, I don't care what you say, whatever, I'm going. I used to buy my clothes from former meals. Yeah. And I came and I thought I was going shopping too. Put them in the line, put them in the machine, they shrink. But I'm saying that to say this, that I ain't come home to follow nobody.
Right.
I wasn't trying to get a car. I wasn't trying to get a big house. I was just trying to stay out of jail. Period. And in doing so, you know, I fell into the pattern where I thought I had it made. I was doing good. I had a job, got my own place. Now I'm gonna go hook up with somebody. I'm gonna get me a wife. You know how that goes. I'm gonna get me a wife, 31 years inside in prison. Hey, all my homies got wives. I'm gonna go get me a wife. I went and got me a wife. Got married too. It's good. It's good. Got married. But in getting married, guess what happened? I only know how to deal with relationships one way.
Right.
I deal with my sonny one way. When the shit don't work, you gotta go, or I gotta go, one or the other. That's how we deal with this in prison. We don't get along, one of us got to move out. Go to the unit manager, yo man, we not getting along. And that was the mentality. Man, this, a month after I got married, I was like, man, this ain't for me. I'm out. You gotta go. And I did what I normally do. I packed the stuff, put it outside, locked the door. She was like, oh no, that's not how it goes. I said, me it is. Left. Now I don't know nothing about technology. Next thing you know, people calling me, yo, go on Facebook. She had to punch herself in her eye, say I did it. Now I don't have no way on, she jacked my Facebook page because she had all the passwords. So now I'm like, paying that shit no mind. I get parole call. What's going on? I said, I don't know. Okay, cool. Come on down and see me, 10th and Clifford. I'll go down here. I'm on my way to work. Please turn around. A year to the date after I came home. That was my anniversary. A year to the day.
Pray like crazy too.
Huh? Nah, that's real, man. And that's when I knew, oh my God, this shit is real. It's real. Get in, I go see parole, they're like, how you plead? How I plead? I ain't do this. How you plead? I ain't do this. So they kept postponing the case. Lucky for me, I had enough people out here that knew who I was. So somebody went and hired an entire law firm for me.
Wow.
Morgan and Morgan.
Wow.
They went out. They was like, oh, that ain't going down like that. So they brought experts and, okay, which hand he punched you with? He punched me with the left hand. So why this mark is here? It's impossible. I mean, to the point where she ended up going to prison for making a false report. She ended up doing that for making a false report. But what I'm saying to you is, right, the number one cause of people getting violated is when your significant other file a police protection order or police abuse protection order against you. That's one of the things that people don't want to talk about because dudes feel like, not me, it ain't gonna happen to you, bro. You crazy? You know how many people I know right now, they calls me from prison? yet. And that's because when you go to prison, they give you a handbook. That you got to master all them prison rules. When you come out, they just let you go. Bye, go. Go. And if you spend decades in prison, you can sit there and tell me, yeah, I know all about relationships. We could talk that game. Can we, Penny? She know we should sit there and try to tell dudes that's coming in how to live out here. And I used to tell dudes, man, fuck, I look like telling somebody that's out there how to survive in the street, and I've been in jail 30 years. But in our crazy mind in prison, we develop this thing that we live in a bubble, and we see the world. We think we can stop all the violence in our head. We think we got the answer for everything. And I came home with that. I got the answer for that. The answer was going back to jail. That was the answer. And I'm glad it happened that way. Because if she would have called parole in front of me, in my presence, it would have been a different result. Because now you're messing with my freedom. So, and it worked out. It worked out. But I know a lot of dudes that it don't work out for. Period. So what I'm telling you, man, like, yo, be real about what you want to do. Whatever it is. If you want to go back in the game, be real about it. Just know that what comes with that. Just know that what comes with that is either death or jail. And the way shit is now, it's probably going to be death. That's just how it is. I have offered guys a job at community college. I'm not working for $15. No, you work for 15 cents sweeping the floor in the jail. What are you talking about? I got one guy that told me I'm not working for $15. I said, that's cool. You go back and work for 15 cents, whatever it is you was making in there, in the kitchen. Cause you can't even sell a sandwich no more in Phoenix. SCI Phoenix. Can't even get a sandwich out the kitchen no more. So you're only working for 15, 16 cents an hour. Go back in there and just write me about it. And I don't want to sound raw, but that's just how it is, man. Nobody gave me anything when I came home. Anything. And I didn't want it either. I chose to go to a halfway house. Because I didn't want to go live with my family. I'm saying, I'm going to a halfway. I want to be on my own. Because today, I don't want nobody saying, remember when I gave you this? Remember when you sat in my couch? I didn't want that, man. Because I always felt, damn, I'm an old ass dude. What the heck I'm going to do sitting in one of my niece's house, eating up all her food. Her husband might like me for 30 days. After that, like, yo, baby, you gotta go. He's in the house all the time. Yo, I seen that. I seen that happen. You come to my house, stay more than 4 hours, bro. It's time. Work tomorrow. So I know being 30 days is a pain. So you gotta be ready, man, for the ups and downs. You gotta be ready to say, man, I'm gonna go do this, and I don't care what nobody said. And if you only got $10, you gotta be willing to walk from here to Center City, or spend that $2.50 on the train. One or the other. One or the other. How you gonna make that $10 into 20 or 30? That's on you, man. So when you come in these groups, and you don't get what you came here for, that's not on us. That's on you. If all you want to come here for is to eat that good meal they got back there, that's cool. Eat it. But later on, that shit, digest that shit, and you hungry again, you be like, dang, I didn't even get to pass his number. Well, I could get a meal all the time, because he probably know where to send me. I didn't get dude's number. And we do that because we get caught up with the hype of being free. The hype of being free, it ain't that fucking hype, bro. I always tell the brothers inside, What you want to come home for? It's always the same answer. Oh man, I want to come home, be with the family. All right, what else? What else? Because being with a family takes money, bro. Having a family takes money, commitment, sacrifice. School, work, cars, uniform. Every school nowadays, when you send your kid, you gotta pay money. They got a dress down there, you gotta pay money. They got a dress up there, you gotta pay money. We're gonna look at some book, historic book. Everything is money. Everything, you gotta pay for this stuff. How you gonna do that? What you gonna do? And please don't tell me I'm coming home and I'm gonna start a clothing line and this is gonna get me through. That's oversaturated, man. Let's get real about it. If you're coming home and you're not trying to work and you're not trying to really get your thing in, you're wasting your time. You wasting time. Wasting time. My suggestion is, I'm gonna tell you what worked for me. Having Penny's number, having Little's number, having Pastor's number, having Ron's number. You know why? Because if I don't know it, they know it. Having Sharice Street number, I see him down there every week. Every week. I never told him I wanted to pull a surprise and none of that. Never did that. For what?
You know now.
He know now, but for what? You know why? Because when I talk to him, it's about the brothers in prison need you to introduce this bill. They're perhaps going to open the door for other lifers to come home. Yeah. It's not about me. I'm already home. I'm already home. If you want to know what I want, just Google it. That's all you got to do. But when I meet with him, it's not about that. That's why he don't know. And you can ask him. I'm a pay. His chief of staff owned the building where my studio was at. So that's how much in contact I'm with them. But you gotta be for your shit, bro. You gotta be committed. You got to say, you know what? I don't care if I got to eat oodles and noodles for the next 30 days. I'm not going back. I'm gonna make this happen. I'm gonna make it happen. Because when people see you in the struggle, there's always gonna be someone, yo, I got you, Pastor. Come on. Come on, I got you. Always like that. I've been home 6 years, November 20th. 6 years. Never gone. I ain't always had steaks and shrimps and lobster, but I never went hungry. Never. Never went hungry. Never went without clothes. Never went without a place to be in. Might not be where I want to be in, but I got a place. But I got a place. Because sometimes, a lot of the times, what we want is not reality. It's not reality. The only thing I want to do right now is leave here with at least 5 people that's interested in going to community college. So I don't feel like I'm wasting my time coming here.
There you go.
That's it.
Okay.
And if you're trying to get a GED, I got you, Penny. Penny's like the music in the award show. They be like, think, 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 think.
Trying to show you.
Yeah, I got you. Right? And if you're trying to get a GED, and you don't have the money for it, my program will pay for it.
Let's give him another hand. What he didn't tell you, are we still on? We're still on? What he didn't tell you is that he was on Broadway last year. Am I right?
I was.
He was on Broadway, so
He didn't give us his address and contact information.
I got it. I don't need to holler that one out.
go ahead.
I got it.
Round the board. To the board.
But tell them where they gotta go and the telephone number.
This content was shot and edited by Joey DeVille.